We'll begin always feeling the presence of Guru Padmasambhava, embodiment of all the Buddhas of the 3 times, all the lineage masters, really feeling that presence. And Judith was asking about the importance of visualization and how to really connect with that. And so yes, of course, visually we can visualize Guru Padmasambhava and all the refuge tree to the best of our ability. And the main point with that is, again, having that heart and that motivation of joy, appreciation, just really savoring how precious this fleeting moment is and how beautiful that we're on path of accumulating our merit and our wisdom and really increasing, spreading our bodhicitta, thinking this is all for the benefit of all beings without exception. And then keeping that purity, relaxing with just the sacred, awesome, natural display of things as they are, as being perfect and pure, and just the perfect situation for recognizing the meaning of the teachings. So that's really at the heart of what we're doing with our visualization. We're also developing our concentration. So we have these wonderful supports. Like if you have an image of Guru Padmasambhava and the refuge tree, you can really keep that right before you as a statue or a photograph, or if you have a painting. It's beautiful. Just focus on one part and you can spread that. But then really important is feeling that presence, the loving presence, just thinking of them, inseparable from the teachers we have in this life. Thinking of Khenpo Tsewang Dongyal Rinpoche, Khenchen Palden Rinpoche, whatever great noble beings that we encountered and have in our lives to guide us and support us. That's inseparable. And just also relaxing again on that purity aspect of the pure vision, that there's nothing. Right now, when we're practicing, there's nothing that is not the mandala of the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. There's nothing that is not the source of all blessings, the Guru, the source of all realizations and accomplishments, which is the yidams, and the source of all enlightened activity to ripen and nurture beings, which is the dakini. Everything is Guru Padmasambhava, so we don't have to also be limited in the perception that Guru Padmasambhava just appears one way. Really, the teachings is everywhere. And the Lama is also, they said on the inner level, really our mindfulness, our alertness, our conscientiousness, keeping our view, engaging with our meditation and conduct that supports that. So I just thought to touch on that since someone was asking about visualization. Yes, focus on concentrating and visualizing, use the support of like a statue or image, but also really absorb all the teachings, knowing there's nothing outside of the mandala of Guru Padmasambhava in this case. Okay, so we'll begin the 7-line prayer, page 14. And then we'll do our lineage prayers and then begin. Hum bojin yuje nu chang sam, Padma gesar dumpola, Yatsin jogi nu rupni, Padma jungni shi sudrak, Kodu kanro mang bekor, Chechi jesu dagruji, Jinji lobje shek su sor, Guru Padma Siddhi Hum. Om Mojin Yöje Nu Chan Sam, Padma Ge Sa Dum Pola, Yatsin chogi nundut ni Padma juni shi sudrak Kodu kanro mangbe kor Chichi jesu dak truji Jinji lobji shek su sol Guru Padma sidi hum Om Mojin Ye Nu Chang Sam Padma Gesa Dompola Yatsin Chogi Nudop Ni Padma Jungni Shi Sudrak Kodu Kanro Mangbe Kor Chichi Jesu Dak Truji Jinji Lobji Shek Su Sol Guru Padma Siddhi Hum. Page 20. Samantabhadra, Vajrasattva, Brahmadavajra, Sri Singha, Padmakara, the 25 king and subjects, So, Zur, Nob, Nyak, the 100 Turtons and others, Lamas of Kama and lineages, to you I pray. In the past you were the Vidyadhara, Nuden Dorje Tsal. In the future you will be the Buddha Mopataye. Now you are the regent of Padma Sambhava, the actual presence of Dragpa and Lotsawa. Jigdral Yeshe Dorje, to you I pray. Happy with little, content and rich in jewels of the three trainings, with loving compassion, seeing all beings as parents. Through threefold realization, you made 3 doors, 3 Vajras. Virtuous monk, Pema Sotram, to you I pray. The supreme tradition of the glorious Buddha, Padma Sambhava, which is the essential, extraordinary view and doctrine of the early translation school, you keep alive and spread by the light of wisdom. Lord of Dharma, great Khenpo, I pray at your lotus feet. In the palace of the Ogman Dharmadhatu, the essence of all the Buddhas of the 3 times, the one who shows clearly the Dharmakaya of my own mind, we pray to the Honorable Root Guru, glorious root teacher, precious one, dwelling on the lotus seat on the crown of my head, hold me with your great kindness, bestow the accomplishments of body, speech, and mind. We'll turn to our Dudjom the Ngondro booklet, and we'll begin with this calling the Lama from afar. And again, just a reminder to really savor as we're reading. This is all meditation, so as we're chanting, really just resting our awareness, expanding our bodhicitta, really absorbing the meaning and kind of letting that all flow. So page 18. The essence, primordially unchanging, the innate nature, free from elaboration, dwells as the youthful vase body, the originally pure, profound clarity. Dharmakaya Lama, Yeshe Dorje, be aware of me. Please grant the blessings to attain great confidence in the view. The nature, unceasing, conjoined configuration of luminous clarity, dwells as the display of the spontaneously present 5 certainties. Sambhogakaya Lama, Dechen Dorje, be aware of me. Please grant the blessings to perfect great ability in meditation. The compassion without bias, the primordial wisdom free from all limitations, dwells as the essence of all-pervading, naked awareness emptiness. Nirmanakaya Lama, Drodro Lingpa, be aware of me. Please grant the blessings to accomplish great progress and action. The primordial ground of one's own awareness is unchanging and unmoving. Whatever arises as the expression of the Dharmakaya is neither good nor bad. Since awareness of nowness is actually the Buddha, the completely free, serene Lama is revealed in one's innermost heart. When this original mind is realized as the very nature of the Lama, There is no need for whining, contrived prayers made with grasping and attachment. By letting go in the free natural flow of uncontrived awareness, not holding whatever arises, the blessings of self-liberation are obtained. Through fabricated practice, there is no time to achieve enlightenment. This meditation produced through mental analysis and intellect is a deceiving enemy. Now conceptualization falls apart with the abandon of a madman. Let this life be spent in a state of uninhibited naked ease. Whatever one does, joyful, practitioner of the great perfection. In any company, happy, lineage holder of the lotus born. Protector without rival, great treasure revealing Lama. Teachings beyond compare, hard essence of the Dakinis. By dispelled the heart's darkness, great ignorance in its own place. The undiminished sun of luminous clarity shines continuously. This good fortune is the kindness of the Lama, the only Father. Unrepayable kindness, only remember the Lama. Unrepayable kindness, only remember the Lama. Unrepayable kindness, only remember the Lama. Go to the four thoughts that turn the mind. Toward the Dharma. Namo Lume Tenji Kumpo Lama Chin Dajo Dini Shintu Netparka Je tse mita jiwe chu che nin Ge dig le chi dre luwa met Kam sum kolwa duk na jam so nang Rene dak lo chula jurwa shok Namo Lume Tenji Gompo Lama Chin Dajo Dini Shintu Netparka Je tse mita jiwe chu che nin Ge dig le chi judre luwa met Kam sum kolwa duk na jam so nang Rene dak lo chula jurwa shu Namo Lume Tenji Gompo Lama Chin Dajo Dini Shintu Netparka Je tse mita jiwe chu che nin Ge dig le chi judre luwa met Kam sum kolwa duk na jam so nang Rene dak lo jula jurwa sho. Namo, Lama, infallible, constant protector, be aware of me. The freedoms and favorable conditions of this human birth are extremely difficult to obtain. Everything born is impermanent and bound to die. The results of virtuous and unvirtuous actions, which are causes, are inexorable. The three realms of cyclic existence have the nature of an ocean of suffering. Remembering this, may my mind turn towards the Dharma. Namo, Lama, infallible, constant protector, be aware of me. The freedoms and favorable conditions of this human birth are extremely difficult to obtain. Everything born is impermanent and bound to die. The results of virtuous and unvirtuous actions, which are causes, are inexorable. The three realms of cyclic existence have the nature of an ocean of suffering. Remembering this, may my mind turn towards the Dharma. Namo, Lama, infallible, constant protector, be aware of me. The freedoms and favorable conditions of this human birth are extremely difficult to obtain. Everything born is impermanent and bound to die. The results of virtuous and unvirtuous actions, which are causes, are inexorable. The three realms of cyclic existence have the nature of an ocean of suffering. Remembering this, may my mind turn towards the Dharma. Now we'll move to the inner, extraordinary Ngondro practices. So this always begins with the refuge, the gateway to all the Buddhist practice and study. And so, as we've been doing, we'll start doing a few of the chant with the visualization of Guru Padmasambhava and all the refuge tree. And we'll do some just prostration sitting down, and then we'll get up and we'll all do prostrations together with the refuge prayer, with that deep trust and closeness feeling, devotion to the three jewels, the three roots, with this beautiful commitment we have. So. Dizung chang chub ning po ma to bar Lama kuncho sumla chap su chi Dizung chang chub ning po ma to bar Lama kuncho sumla chap su chi Dizung chang chub ning po ma to bar Lama kuncho sumla chap su chi. From now until attaining the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in the Lama, the three jewels. From now until attaining the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in the Lama, the three jewels. From now until attaining the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in the Lama, the three jewels. We'll get up and we'll do prostrations in the refuge for maybe about 5 to 10 minutes. Dizung chang tu ning po ma tu bar Lama kuncho sumda now until attaining the heart of enlightenment. I take refuge in the Lama, the three jewels. Now until attaining the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in the Lama, the three jewels. From now until attaining the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in the Lama, the three jewels. Now we'll just let the visualization all condense, merge with Guru Padmasambhava, and then we'll just rest in our awareness, inseparable, which is the big refuge. To the next section. And again, as we move from section to section, we're not leaving anything behind. We're just connecting with slightly different aspects of our practice, which nourish and supplement everything. And so here, this next section is emphasizing the Bodhichitta, and really our Bodhichitta commitment and aspiration in the presence of those who've really realized it, right? The heart of those who have realized the heart of enlightenment, all the noble Sangha, and just really connecting with our beautiful motivation from now until samsara is empty, until every being is free of suffering and its causes. That will be part of everything that helps nurture, protect and nurture and blossom them to realizing their own true nature, and then also being of benefit to others, which is a deep, profound, vast, beautiful motivation and realization and a path. So just as we're doing the practice, really here we're connecting with, again, we kind of went over the last time we talked, these 4 boundless thoughts. These are the aspirational aspect of really connecting with bodhicitta, with the mind of enlightenment. The real motivation to really realize Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings without exception. And then how is that done? It's through actualizing the 6 paramitas, the 6 transcendental perfections, which are how the Buddha pointed out in 6 kind of aspects, 6 main practices that all work together within the 3 trainings of, our discipline and conduct, our concentration, our wisdom, that are what we're doing with the 6 paramitas, entails all the bodhisattva trainings and practices. Because what is that? It's nothing foreign, it's nothing outside. Our practice is recognizing our nature. And that means, Buddha's kind of also pointing out, we haven't recognized it. Anyone who hasn't recognized it is suffering. Like we even in these 4 thoughts, samsara is suffering. So connecting with that tender heart and that understanding that we, to different degrees, we just don't understand our situation. And others don't either. Having that tender heart for that ignorance and the suffering born of ignorance. Really. For ourselves, for others. And then having courage on the path. Because we all know everything's not always feeling like sunshine. But if we've taken refuge in the 3 jewels and the 3 roots and responsible for our own mind, and we're really aiming with a beautiful motivation to really create less trouble for ourselves and others, at least, if not create more benefit and happiness for others. What could be more beautiful? And then the Buddha pointed out that that really comes ultimately, and temporally and ultimately, if we can understand our own nature, our own mind, and its aspects of limitless wisdom, love, compassion, that is bodhicitta. So having that courage, as we hear the teachings, we're developing our wisdom, which is going to engender all the other trainings we have. We do that through study, through contemplation, and really through practice, through meditation. And then connect, from this base ignorance through which we're all suffering. Then, as our wisdom grows, we can uproot, our poverty mentality. And which is through the practices of generosity. And we can uproot, our misconduct and our kind of actions that cause more trouble for ourselves and others, through being more sensitive to the different situations we encounter. And that's transcendental conduct. And we can uproot our frustration that things aren't how we want them to be, or how they should be, or who we're supposed to be, or who others are supposed to be, or the situation, and just accept things as they are, and have patience for the path and patience for our understanding. And not lose heart just because we have some challenges, but really meet our opportunities, no matter how they're appearing, but really keeping in mind they're all opportunities for awakening taking that responsibility and that self-empowerment, and knowing we have the blessings of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and their support, and not wandering aimlessly, but really focusing on developing our concentration and our wisdom. These are, again, just quickly reviewing those 6 paramitas, which are how we actualize our Buddha nature for the benefit of all beings. Recognize the nature as it is, and then we move on. So again, about keeping courage, and just like if our hands are dirty, if we follow the instructions with some soap and water, our hands will be clean. Our Buddha nature and the Buddha nature of everyone is there. And we have beautiful examples of those who followed the practices and absorbed them into their hearts and conduct, and not made barriers between their practice and their life. And so, essentially, that's what we're doing here. Really connecting with our beautiful bodhicitta motivation, extending, opening our heart, letting that go with pure motivation to all beings, being free of suffering and its causes, having happiness and all its causes, having all the fulfillments, temporary and ultimate, and that everyone can be impartial and see everyone as a loving relation and another great support. Like we've said before, we're all in the same boat. We all have the same beautiful nature. And then for those of us who haven't recognized it, we're all in the same boat, and that we're all having some trouble. But, there's something deeper. So I'll stop talking and we'll do our practice. So thank you. And in the presence of all the objects of refuge, bearing witness on our motivation that will carry into all our lives. Dane jungte korwa matombar majo simchin kunji penderu. Dane jungte korwa matombar majo simchin kunji penderu. Dane jungte korwa matombar majo simchin kunji penderu. From now until samsara becomes empty, I shall accomplish the benefits and happiness of all sentient parent beings. From now until samsara becomes empty, I shall accomplish the benefits and happiness of all sentient parent beings. From now until samsara becomes empty, I shall accomplish the benefits and happiness of all sentient parent beings. And then with that chant, we'll just all connect, and we'll do about 1 mala of recitations of the Bodhichitta vow. From now until samsara becomes empty. 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 From now until samsara becomes empty, I shall accomplish the benefits and happiness of all sentient parent beings. From now until samsara becomes empty, I shall accomplish the benefits and happiness of all sentient parent beings. From now until samsara becomes empty, I shall accomplish the benefits and happiness of all sentient parent beings. Big Bodhichitta, and joy and appreciation to the three jewels, we'll make the Mandala offering, really activating those 6 paramitas. Serap kunji ludang don chot pal, Sokni Sokche Kuncho Sumlabu Serap Kunji Ludang Lunchot Pal Sokni Sokche Kuncho Sumlabu Serap Kunji Ludang Lunchot Pal Sokni Sokche Kuncho Sumlabu. The bodies, enjoyments, possessions, and glories of the succession of all my lifetimes, I offer to the three jewels in order to complete the two accumulations. The bodies, enjoyments, possessions, and glories of the succession of all my lifetimes, I offer to the three jewels in order to complete the two accumulations. The bodies, enjoyments, possessions, and glories of the succession of all my lifetimes, I offer to the three jewels in order to complete the two accumulations. Again, we'll go at our own rate for about 5 minutes. Sera kunjili dang non chopa sokni sokche kunchok sumlapu. Sera kunjili dang non chopa sokni sokche kunchok sumlapu. Kunjili dang non chopa sokni sokche kunchok sumlapu. Sera kunjili dang non chopa sokni sokche kunchok sumlapu. Sera kunjili dang non chopa sokni sokche kunchok sumlapu. Sera kunjili dang non chopa sokni sokche kunchok sumlapu. Sera kunjili dang non chopa sokni sokche kunchok sumlapu. The bodies, possessions, enjoyments, and glories of the succession of all my lifetimes, I offer to the three jewels in order to complete the two accumulations. The bodies, enjoyments, possessions, and glories of the succession of all my lifetimes, I offer to the three jewels in order to complete the two accumulations. The bodies, enjoyments, possessions, and glories of the succession of all my lifetimes, I offer to the three jewels in order to complete the two accumulations. To the Vajrasattva, Purification of Obscurations. So remembering the four supports, the presence of Vajrasattva inseparable from Guru Rinpoche. Chivo lama do samye metbe, kule dutsi jumbab dripjang jur. Above one's head is Vajrasattva, inseparable from the Lama. From Vajrasattva's body, a nectar stream descends, purifying one's obscurations. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Mandala Laia Vajrasattva Tenopa Tijadero Mebawa Sudokaya Mebawa Subachaya Mebawa Anurato Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Meprayeta Sawa Kama Suzumi Tizam Jiriam Guru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tata Gata Vajra Mame Munza Vajre Baba Maha Samaya Satua Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manoparaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tijadero Mebawa Sudokaya Mebawa Subachaya Mebawa Anurato Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Meprayeta Sawa Kama Suzumi Tizam Jiriam Guru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tata Gata Vajra Mame Munza Vajre Baba Maha Samaya Satua Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manoparaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tijadero Mebawa Sudokaya Mebawa Subachaya Mebawa Anurato Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Meprayeta Sawa Kama Suzumi Tizam Jiriam Guru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tata Gata Vajra Mame Munza Vajre Baba Maha Samaya Sato Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manoparaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tijadero Mebawa Subachaya Mebawa Anurato Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Meprayeta Sawa Kama Suzumi Tizam Jiriam Guru Hum Bhagavan Sawa Tata Gata Vajra Mame Munza Vajre Samaya Sato Vajrasattva Samaya Manoparaya Subachaya Mebawa Subachaya Mebawa Anurato Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Meprayeta Sawa Kama Suzumi Tizam Jiriam Guru Hum Bhagavan Sawa Tata Gata Vajra Mame Munza Vajre Baba Maha Samaya Sato Vajrasattva Samaya Manoparaya Vajrasattva Tijadero Mebawa Subachaya Mebawa Subachaya Mebawa Anurato Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Meprayeta Sawa Kama Suzumi Tizam Jiriam Guru Hum Bhagavan Sawa Tata Gata Vajra Mame Munza Vajre Baba Maha Samaya Sato Om Vajrasattva Samye Mano Balaya Vajrasattva Deno Vajrasattva Mevo Subhaje Mevo Subhaje Mevo Nanda Mevo Subhazire Me Varayata Zavagama Sosame Jisam Jim Guru Hum Bhagavan Zavadana Kata Vajrama Mimanda Vanasmi Sato Vajrasattva Samye Mano Balaya Vajrasattva Deno Vajrasattva Mevo Subhaje Mevo Subhaje Mevo Nanda Mevo Subhazire Me Varayata Zavagama Sosame Jisam Jim Guru Hum Bhagavan Zavadana Kata Vajrama Vajrasattva Samye Mano Balaya Vajrasattva Deno Vajrasattva Mevo Subhaje Mevo Subhaje Mevo Nanda Mevo Subhazire Me Varayata Zavagama Sosame Jisam Jim Guru Hum Bhagavan Zavadana Kata Vajrama Mimanda Vajrama Samye Sato Vajrasattva Samye Mano Balaya Vajrasattva Deno Vajrasattva Mevo Subhaje Mevo Subhaje Mevo Nanda Mevo Subhazire Me Varayata Zavagama Sosame Jisam Jim Guru Hum Bhagavan Zavadana Kata Vajrama Mimanda Vajrama Samye Sato Vajrasattva Samye Mano Balaya Vajrasattva Deno Vajrasattva Mevo Subhaje Mevo Subhaje Mevo Nanda Mevo Subhazire Me Varayata Zavagama Sosame Jisam Jim Guru Hum Bhagavan Zavadana Kata Vajrama Mimanda Vajrama Samye Sato Om Vajrasattva Samye Mano Balaya Vajrasattva Deno Vajrasattva Mevo Subhaje Mevo Subhaje Mevo Nanda Mevo Subhazire Me Varayata Zavagama Sosame Jisam Jim Guru Hum Bhagavan Zavadana Kata Vajrama Mimanda Vajrama Samye Sato Vajrasattva Samye Mano Balaya Vajrasattva Deno Vajrasattva Mevo Subhaje Mevo Subhaje Mevo Nanda Mevo Subhazire Me Varayata Zavagama Sosame Jisam Jim Guru Hum Bhagavan Zavadana Kata Vajrama Mimanda Vajrama Samye Sato Vajrasattva Samye Mano Balaya Vajrasattva Deno Vajrasattva Mevo Subhaje Mevo Subhaje Mevo Subhaje Mevo Nanda Mevo Subhazire Me Varayata Zavagama Sosame Jisam Jim Guru Hum Bhagavan Zavadana Kata Vajrama Mimanda Vajrama Samye Sato Vajrasattva Samye Mano Balaya Vajrasattva Deno Vajrasattva Mevo Subhaje Mevo Subhaje Mevo Nanda Mevo Subhazire Me Varayata Zavagama Sosame Jisam Jim Guru Hum Bhagavan Zavadana Kata Vajrama Mimanda Vajrama Samye Sato Vajrasattva Samye Mano Balaya Vajrasattva Deno Vajrasattva Mevo Subhaje Mevo Subhaje Mevo Nanda Mevo Subhazire Me Varayata Zavagama Sosame Jisam Jim Guru Hum Bhagavan Zavadana Kata Vajrama Mimanda Vajrama Samye Sato Vajrasattva Samye Mano Balaya Vajrasattva Deno Vajrasattva Mevo Subhaje Mevo Subhaje Mevo Nanda Mevo Subhazire Me Varayata Zavagama Sosame Jisam Jim Guru Hum Bhagavan Zavadana Kata Vajrama Mimanda Vajrama Samye Sato Vajrasattva Samye Mano Balaya Vajrasattva Deno Vajrasattva Mevo Subhaje Mevo Subhaje Mevo Nanda Mevo Subhazire Me Varayata Zavagama Sosame Jisam Jim Guru Hum Bhagavan Zavadana Kata Vajrama Mimanda Vajrama Samye Sato Om Vajrasattva Samye Mano Balaya Vajrasattva Deno Vajrasattva Mevo Subhaje Mevo Subhaje Mevo Nanda Mevo Subhazire Me Varayata Zavagama Sosame Jisam Jim Guru Hum Bhagavan Zavadana Kata Vajrama Mimanda Vajrama Samye Sato Om Vajrasattva Samye Mano Balaya Vajrasattva Deno Vajrasattva Mevo Subhaje Mevo Subhaje Mevo Nanda Mevo Subhazire Me Varayata Zavagama Sosame Jisam Jim Guru Hum Bhagavan Zavadana Kata Vajrama Mimanda Vajrama Samye Sato Om Vajrasattva Samye Mano Balaya Vajrasattva Deno Vajrasattva Mevo Subhaje Mevo Subhaje Mevo Nanda Mevo Subhazire Me Varayata Zavagama Sosame Jisam Jim Guru Hum Bhagavan Zavadana Kata Vajrama Mimanda Vajrama Samye Sato Om Vajrasattva Samye Mano Balaya Vajrasattva Deno Vajrasattva Mevo Subhaje Mevo Subhaje Mevo Nanda Mevo Subhazire Me Varayata Zavagama Sosame Jisam Jim Guru Hum Bhagavan Zavadana Kata Vajrama Mimanda Vajrama Samye Sato Om Vajrasattva Samye Mano Balaya Vajrasattva Deno Vajrasattva Mevo Subhaje Mevo Subhaje Mevo Nanda Mevo Subhazire Me Varayata Zavagama Sosame Jisam Jim Guru Hum Ho Bhagavan Sarvata Tathagata Vajrama Mimanda Vajribhava Mahasamaya Sato Om Vajrasattva Samye Mano Balaya Vajrasattva Deno Vajrasattva Me Bhava Sudukaya Me Bhava Subhajaya Me Bhava Anurato Me Bhava Savaside Me Prayata Savakama Sutome Jisam Tiriyam Guru Hum Ho Bhagavan
Sawa Tathagata Vajramami Munza Vajre Baba Maha Samaya Sato A Om Vajrasattva Hum Om Vajrasattva Hum 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 Om Vajrasattva Hum 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 Om Vajrasattva Hum 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 Om Vajrasattva Hum Om Vajrasattva Hum Om Vajrasattva Hum Vajrasattva Hum Vajrasattva Hum Vajrasattva Hum Vajrasattva Hum Vajrasattva Hum Om Vajrasattva Hum 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 Om Vajrasattva Hum 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 Om Vajrasattva Hum 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 Om Vajrasattva Hum Sudak Nang Dang Re Rochik Jur.
Vajrasattva melts into light and becomes mingled in one taste with one's own perceptions. go to the Guru Yoga. Rangi doje na jodung karu sawe lama pemek dujeng ju. Oneself is Vajra Yogini, and in the sky in front, the root teacher manifests in the form of Padma Sambhava. Du sum sanje malu du peku sawe lama chogla solwa dep di chi bado sundu tuk jesu du son junji me pa jinji lo du sum sanje malu du peku sawe lama chogla solwa dep di chi bado sundu tuk jesu du son junji met pa jinji lo du sum sanje malo du peku sawe lama chogla solwa dip di chi bado sundu tuk jesu du son junji met pa jinji lo. The embodiment of all the Buddhas of the three times, without exception. Most excellent root teacher, I pray to you, in this and future lives, and in the bardo, in these three, hold me with your compassion. Bless me ceaselessly throughout the three times. Embodiment of all the Buddhas of the three times, without exception. Most excellent root teacher, I pray to you, in this and future lives and in the bardo, in these three, hold me with your compassion. Bless me ceaselessly throughout the three times. Embodiment of all the Buddhas without times, without exception. Most excellent root teacher, I pray to you, in this and future lives and in the bardo, in these three, hold me with your compassion. Bless me ceaselessly throughout the three times. Om Ahum Vajra Guru Padma Siddhi Hum. Om Ahum Vajra Guru Padma Siddhi Hum. Om Ahum Vajra Guru Padma Siddhi Hum. 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 Ahum Vajra Guru Guru Bema Ziri Om Bara 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 Guru Bema Ziri Om Ahum Vajra 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 Guru Bema Ziri
Om Hum Bada Guru Bema Zira Om Bada Guru Bema Zira Om Hum Bada Guru Bema Zira Om Bada Guru Bema Zira Om Hum Bada Guru Bema Zira Om Bada Guru Bema Zira Om Bada Guru Bema Zira Om Hum Bada Guru Bema Zira Om Bada Guru Bema Zira Om Bada Guru Om Hum Bada Guru Bema Zira Om Bada Guru Bema Zira Om Hum Bada Guru Bema Zira Om Bada Guru Bema Zira Om Bada Guru Bema Zira Om Hum Bada Guru Bema Zira Om Bada Guru Bema Zira Om Hum Bada Guru Bema Zira Om Bada Guru Bema Zira Om Hum Bada Guru Bema Zira Om Hum Bada Guru Bema Zira Om 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 Hum Bada Guru Bema Zira Om Bada Guru Bema Zira Om Hum Bada Guru Bema Zira Om 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 Bada Guru Om Bada Guru Bema Zira 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 Om Bada Guru Bema Sidi Hun Gusun Tukche Wangjin Yongso To. The blessings and empowerments of body, speech, and mind are completely and perfectly obtained. Vajra Guru Kaya Waka Sita Sidi Hum Lama Ozorantim Yemenang Rikton Donji Lame Rangjata. The Lama dissolves into light, is absorbed into oneself, and becomes inseparable with one's own state of being. Behold the emptiness awareness, the true face of the Lama. solwa dip Lama Bowa Jongwa Jinji Lo Kumpu Upa Medla Solwa Dip Sablam Bowa Jongwa Jinji Lo Kumpu Upa Medla Solwa Dip Sablam Bowa Jongwa Jinji Lo. I pray to the protector Amitabha, the Buddha of limitless light. Grant me the blessing to become accomplished in the profound path of Poa. I pray to the protector Amitabha, the Buddha of limitless light. Grant me the blessing to become accomplished in the profound path of Poa. I pray to the protector Amitabha, the Buddha of limitless light. Grant me the blessing to become accomplished in the profound path of Poa. Dani do dang lon chot git sa chi ma jot scrolla pang pa met pa tang trodon dap chin gik met drupa sho. Dani do dang lon chot git sa chi ma jot rolla pang pa met pa tang trodon dap chin gik met drupa sho. Daniel dang lon chot git sa chi ma jo ro la pang pa met pa tang do don lap chin gig met ru pa sho. Now my body, possessions, and the source of my virtue, altogether I give without clinging to all beings who have been my parents. May I accomplish great benefits unobstructedly for all beings. Now my body, possessions, and the source of my virtue, altogether, I give without clinging to all beings who have been my parents. May I accomplish great benefits unobstructedly for all beings. Now my body, possessions, and the source of my virtue, altogether, I give without clinging to all beings who have been my parents. May I accomplish great benefits unobstructedly for all beings. Dedicate the merit. Again, going back to our daily prayers book, the Treasury of Mantras and Prayers, we'll begin with the Long Life Prayers on 29 for His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Gangri rawe kowe shinkam su pendan dewa malo jungwe ni chenre zekwan tinzin jamso hi shape kaje badu tenju chi. In 26, Om swasti bedzayantu chosum sasum jitu padma jung ningne sodep tuje tujinji kenchen balen sherab tubeku kutse tangshin zezan tachin cho. 30, Om swasti Sewang riksin pe mejin lapchi donyi dupe laksam noden la shedup kolo sumji pajote sanchen natang chogle namja sho. We'll continue with the dedication and aspirations. By this merit, may all obtain omniscience. May it defeat the enemy, wrongdoing. From the stormy waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death. From the ocean of samsara, may I free all beings. May the sole source of benefit and happiness, the Buddha's teachings, remain for a long time. And may the victory banner of the lives of the noble ones, the holders of the teachings, remain firm. May all the temples and monasteries, all the readings and recitations of Dharma flourish. May the Sangha always be in harmony, and may our aspirations be achieved. The sole remedy for the suffering of sentient beings, the source of every joy, is the teaching. May it remain honorably upheld and flourish for a long time. May all the numberless beings who are sick be quickly freed from sickness. May all the afflictions of sentient beings never again arise. May all sentient beings always be joyful. May all births into lower realms cease forever. May the wishes of all the bodhisattvas and all the bhumis swiftly reach fruition. at this very moment for the peoples and nations of the earth. May not even the names disease, famine, war, and suffering be heard, but rather may pure conduct, merit, wealth, and prosperity increase, and may supreme good fortune and well-being always arise. The precious Bodhichitta, in those without it may it be generated, and those who have it may it never diminish, but always continue increasing. Throughout the succession of lives into which I shall be born, may I obtain the 7 qualities of the upper realms of existence. May I meet the Dharma immediately after taking birth, and have the freedom to practice accordingly. May I please the holy lamas and practice Dharma day and night, understanding the Dharma and practicing its inmost essence. In that life may I cross the ocean of samsara. In samsara may I expound the excellent holy doctrine. May I not become bored and tired of accomplishing the benefit of others. By my own tremendous impartial service to others, may everyone attain Buddhahood together. May the lotus feet of the Guru who glorifies the teachings be firm. May the noble ones who hold the teachings encompass the earth. May the prosperity and dominion of the patrons of the teachings increase, and may the teachings auspiciously remain for a long time. May the secret treasures of all the victorious ones, their incomparably supreme teachings, rise as the sun in the sky, gloriously pervading the entire universe. Nectar essence of all the teachings of the victorious one, great charioteer of the secret Vajrayana teachings of the early translation school, emanation of Nupchen Sanjay Yeshe, great Tirtan Sasum Lingpa, may a profound treasure pervade the entire world. May the soul swift path of all the Buddhas, the supreme vehicle, the great perfection, unanimously praised by all the victorious ones, the early translation school tradition of the king of the victorious ones, Padma, the conqueror's doctrine, pervade auspiciously throughout all directions. May the great tradition of Khenpo Tsewang Lopom Padma, and Dharma King Trisen Detsen increase and spread throughout the 3-realm world. May the appearance of the 3 jewels and the mind streams of beings remain inseparable and bring sublime well-being throughout the 3 times. Deity, mantra, and dharmakaya are the nature of appearance, sound, and awareness, the pervasive kaya and wisdom display of the Buddhas. May practitioners of the profound and secret great perfection remain inseparable from the innermost, one-taste awareness of wisdom mind. Thank you so much. Thank you.